race, or bash. Race, or bash. Hey guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork.com, and this is my full build reveal on the Tekno ET48 2.0. That, of course, is Tekno's newest 1/8 scale 4-wheel drive electric competition truggy, with emphasis on competition. Now, I think I created a heated debate in the comment section over the past 2 videos where I asked race or bash. Both myself and Tekno were surprised at the results. Most importantly, how many people wanted to see this as a basher. After all, this is a competition truggy. The final tally was bashing winning by about 16 votes with over 150 votes overall. Some couldn't decide, some racers even voted for bashing. In the end, I don't think bashers are necessarily in need of the latest and greatest, most versatile, adjustable product. They simply want something that has high quality parts and is durable. And the other question was, what makes this a racer versus a basher? Meaning how it's being built. For a basher build, you want to see some of the following: more aggressive, larger tires, durable wheels with aluminum hex hubs, heavier diff fluids like 100,000 front and center, 50,000 rear as a starting point, heavier weight shock oils, and heavier spring weights. Typically sensorless systems, since they're more waterproof, and higher voltage systems like 6S and 8S capable. For now, I do have this set up as a racer because I do want to test out the stock setup of the truck in its purest form, but that doesn't mean I can't bash it with this setup. So let's go into exactly how I have it set up. Starting with the paint, I use paint from Pactra in my traditional RCNetwork paint scheme, with metallic blue backed in outlaw black towards the rear. I left the bed taped off to reveal the black for the bed floor to give it a little more depth. I added the Indy silver for the racing stripe and completed the nose with Sprint white. I added some Tester's dull coat to the bed to give it a flat look just by scoring the overspray coat and shooting it before I peeled the rest off. For the windshield, I used the included 2 window masks but taped it off to be 1 full windshield. Not sure if he did it first, but I got this idea from Ilias on the Tekno team. To complete the windshield, I used a car pinstripe decal to outline the window, because although I paint, I don't hemi-storm paint.
I know other people hang everything together with stickers, Rich Morgan.
In the unboxing, I did comment about having the right paint, and I'm not sure this is the right paint for the body. But what do you think? How do you think it turned out? I will note that I am a huge fan of Tony's paint over at Competition X, but it's not blue. For the wheels and tires, I went with 2 sets from Proline Racing. To race with, I chose some pre-mounts, the Buckshot in S3 soft compound, and the traction looks to be great with the small pin design. These are mounted up to the 4-inch standard 0 offset truggy wheels. I love their pre-mounts as they come out of the package ready to run. For bashing, I chose one of Proline's largest tires, the Badlands MX38, an M2 compound, so you know they'll last long. Super aggressive motocross style lugs with a diameter of nearly 7 inches and a width of 3.7 inches. These are pre-mounts also mounted to Raid wheels with removable hex hubs. I opted to go with their 1/2-inch offset aluminum hex hubs for that added durability. Taking the body off reveals some of my electronics choices. Starting with the servo, I chose the limited edition AGFRC A86 BHMW with a cool red anodized color. This thing has plenty of power and speed, whether you're bashing or racing. It's waterproof, brushless, all aluminum case, digital circuitry, all steel gears, and fully programmable. Spec-wise, at 8.4 volts, it cranks out 765 ounce-inches of torque and a transit time of 0.11 seconds. I do have the Tekno aluminum servo horn headed here for the perfect angle, but for now, the stock plastic sits atop. Power Power-wise, I went with a new old combo from HOBBYWING. The XR8 Plus speed control is 2S to 6S capable and HOBBYWING's largest censored ESC. I normally would have chosen the XR8 Pro, but did want the ability to drop in a 6S for bashing, and the Plus can handle that. I love the extra room in the chassis of the 2.0 platforms to accommodate the Plus's big footprint. Made it up to the XR8 Plus is HOBBYWING's newest censored Truggy motor, the Z-Run 4274 Generation 3. The 74mm length of this Truggy motor is a bit longer than the normal 69 for the buggies, giving it a bit more torque to push the weight of a Truggy around. The only choice of this recording is the 2250 option, which is a little tall for my liking, but on 4S it should rip quite nicely. Now this is not my best wiring job, as my OCD is going nuts right now with the crinkle in the little wire. I may need to fix that. Juicing up my ET48 2.0 is GensAce's Redline 4S pack, the 6000 milliamp lithium high voltage pack for the little extra under the hood. Full 130C discharge rate, 5mm bullets round off the features of this hard case pack. I love the low profileness of this pack, as it's shorter than most 5000 milliamp packs. For my 4S packs, I do use XT90 connectors, as I'm not fond of pulling bullets from a 15.2 volt pack. For my radio system, I'm using my tried and proven Futaba 7PX mated to a standard Futaba R304 SBE receiver. I love that there's no antenna to deal with, and the range is always solid on Futabas. I really like the layout of the new 2.0 platforms from Tekno. There's lots of breathing room inside of the chassis for some of the largest electronic components. As it is, I have one of the largest ESCs mounted in there, and the 74mm canned motor fits in perfectly with room to spare. I'd say you probably still have another ½ inch if you did want to fit in a little bit longer can for bashing. I also like how low profile everything sits on the chassis. As you see here, the tallest thing is pretty much the battery, and that's even lower than the top of the center differential. So everything is nice and low profile, low center of gravity. Well guys, that is my full build reveal of the brand new Tekno ET48 2.0. As always, I can't wait to run this thing. This is one of the first competition style Truggies that I've had here at the network, unless you go way back to that Team Durango, but I'll let you look for that video on your own. But finally, another question for you guys. How do you think this thing turned out? Do you like the body? Do you like the paint scheme? Is there something you would have changed on this build? Let me know down in the comment section. But like usual, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. Finally, my name is Rich. Thanks for watching.